Have you ever wondered why a man chooses to sleep with one woman but not another? Why he seems completely captivated by you one night, eyes locked, hands trembling, and then distant the next morning, as if that deep connection never existed? You see, most women assume that men have sex for one reason: lust. But here's the truth: no one talks about the real reasons men will have sex with you are far more hidden, far more emotional, and often far more revealing about what he's missing inside. Sometimes he's not chasing you, he's chasing a feeling. The feeling of being desired, powerful, seen, or even healed. And the way he touches you, the way he looks at you, the way he breathes when he's close, it all says something deeper than words ever could. Because sex, for many men, isn't just a physical act. It's a mirror, a reflection of what they crave most but can't say out loud. Some men use it to escape the emptiness they feel when they're alone. Some use it to prove they still have power, that they can still get the woman they want. And a rare few use it to connect, truly connect with a woman who makes them feel safe enough to be vulnerable. The truth is, when a man sleeps with you, it's not always about attraction. It's about emotion, ego, and sometimes healing. And when you understand these hidden reasons, you'll stop asking, does he want me? And start asking, why does he want me? That one shift changes everything, because when you know what drives his desire, you gain control over it. So before you ever give your body, learn to read his intention, because not every man who touches your skin is ready to hold your soul. And today, I'm going to reveal the 4 hidden reasons men will have sex with you, and how each one tells you exactly what he truly feels, even when his words say nothing at all. Here's something most women never realize. Men crave to feel desired just as deeply as women do. They may not say it, they may not even know how to articulate it, but behind that confident posture, that teasing smirk, or that flirty charm, lies one simple, very human need: to be wanted. When a man looks at you and he senses that spark in your eyes, that subtle message that says, I see you and I want you, it hits something powerful inside him. It's not just about sex, it's about validation. It's about feeling like he matters, that he's attractive, that he's still got it. You see, men are raised to chase, to be the pursuer, the protector, the one in control. But what no one tells you is that deep down, men want to be chosen. They want a woman to look at them the way they've spent their entire lives wishing someone would, with admiration, warmth, and genuine interest. And when they finally feel that energy from a woman, it can be intoxicating. That's why some men will rush into intimacy quickly, not because they're purely lust-driven, but because the moment you desire them, they feel alive. For that brief instant, every insecurity they hide under, their confidence disappears. The stress, the doubt, the feeling of being unappreciated, gone. Your attention becomes their medicine. But here's the twist: that feeling doesn't last long when it's built only on attraction. Because once the rush of validation fades, he starts searching for it again, often with someone else. It's like a temporary fix for a deeper emotional wound. That's why so many women are left wondering, why did he pull away after being so passionate? The answer is simple: he wasn't connecting with you, he was connecting with the feeling of being wanted. So, what's the takeaway for you? When a man's desire for you is rooted in his need to feel desired, he'll treat intimacy like a confidence boost, not a commitment. You'll notice it in how quickly he moves, how easily he flatters, how intensely he touches, but how rarely he listens. He'll make you feel like the center of his universe one night, then turn cold the next morning. Not because he's cruel, but because he's chasing validation, not connection. And here's where your power lies. You don't have to reject desire. In fact, you can use it. When you understand that your attention is valuable, that your gaze, your touch, your time are gifts, you stop giving them away so freely. You start making a man earn that feeling from you. And that's when everything changes. A man who's only there to feel desired will lose interest once he realizes you're not giving instant validation. But a man who genuinely values you will stay, he'll slow down, open up, and begin to show up emotionally. So instead of asking, does he find me sexy? Ask, what does my presence awaken in him? If the answer is insecurity, ego, or loneliness, you'll feel it because the energy will feel rushed, shallow, or inconsistent. But if it's admiration, respect, and peace, that's when you've touched something real. Remember, being desired is beautiful, but being valued is unforgettable. When a man sees you not just as a reflection of his worth, but as a mirror of his truth, that's when he doesn't just want your body, he wants your trust. And that right there is the difference between a man who sleeps with you to feel desired and a man who desires you because he's finally found something worth waking up for. Here's a truth most women don't want to hear. Some men sleep with women not because they feel a deep connection or even genuine attraction, but because they're running from themselves, from their own thoughts, from the weight of their emotions, from the silence that hits when the world around them slows down. And the easiest way to escape? Physical intimacy. Sex becomes a distraction, a temporary escape from a mind that feels too heavy, too chaotic, or too lonely. Think about it. How many times have you seen a man who seems emotionally unavailable, distant, or restless suddenly show intense interest in the bedroom? He's charming, passionate, even attentive in the moment, but once the intensity fades, so does his presence. Why? Because the connection he sought wasn't with you, it was with a sense of relief. He wanted to forget his stress, his insecurities, his responsibilities, or even a lingering sense of emptiness. For that one night, or even a few moments, he could put all that aside and feel something simpler: desire, thrill, distraction, and temporary comfort. This is why so many women leave encounters feeling emotionally hollow. You were fully present, laughing, teasing, connecting, and yet he seemed to float away afterward, as if the intimacy meant nothing. But the truth is, it wasn't about you at all. It was about him seeking a pause from the turbulence inside his own mind. And when that pause is over, the intensity disappears. Here's the critical point. Understanding this changes everything. You begin to see the signs early, the eagerness that feels fleeting, the emotional inconsistency, the moments where connection turns into a temporary fix. When you realize he's escaping rather than connecting, you stop mistaking attention for intention. You stop hoping that desire alone will lead to commitment or emotional depth. But here's where your power comes in. Instead of chasing, pleading, or trying to fix him, you observe. You allow yourself to remain grounded while he searches for comfort in fleeting intimacy. Because a man who is merely escaping emotional emptiness will never be satisfied with your presence alone. He's looking for something outside of himself. And no matter how amazing you are, you cannot fill that void for him. And yet, this isn't entirely negative. There's a silver lining. When a man realizes that you don't need to be his escape, that you're fully present, grounded, and aware, something shifts. Suddenly, he's forced to confront his own emotions rather than hide behind sex. He may even begin to open up, share his fears, or seek connection in ways that go beyond the physical. So, the lesson for you is simple but powerful. Not every passionate man is emotionally available. Not every desire signals love, and not every night of intimacy reflects a true bond. Recognize the difference between someone seeking connection and someone seeking escape. Guard your energy, honor your presence, and understand that the right man won't use you to forget himself. He will choose you because being with you makes him whole, not because it temporarily distracts him from feeling incomplete. Because at the end of the day, desire without intention is fleeting. True intimacy, the kind that lasts, that changes you, that makes you feel safe, comes from a man who doesn't need to run, but chooses to stay. Here's something every woman should understand about men, and intimacy. For some, sex is less about connection and more about control. It's not always about attraction, passion, or even love sometimes. It's a game, a way to prove something to themselves or to the world, a way to feel dominant, desired, and, yes, powerful. Think about the men who seem to effortlessly charm women, the ones who know exactly what to say, how to touch, and when to tease. To the outside world, they appear confident, almost magnetic. But underneath that charm lies a very specific motive. They use sex to assert power. It's a measure of their worth, a symbol that they can win someone over, that they can achieve what others cannot. For these men, seduction isn't intimate, it's strategic. This is why you often see patterns with such men. They'll make you feel like the center of their universe one moment, showering attention, compliments, and flirtation. And yet, as soon as they win, as soon as intimacy occurs, the intensity fades. Why? Because the thrill for them was never the connection, it was the conquest. The act of achieving what they set out to do. Once the goal is reached, the challenge is gone, and with it, their interest. Here's the catch. Many women mistake this intensity for love. They believe the passion, the teasing, the chemistry equals emotional depth, but it doesn't. Emotional power-driven intimacy is about ego, not heart. The man is seeking validation of his ability to attract, charm, and control, not necessarily to bond or nurture. And while it can feel exciting in the moment, it rarely leaves you feeling safe, seen, or valued. So, how do you recognize it? Pay attention to patterns rather than moments. Does he only show intensity when he's chasing or when he knows he has to earn you? Does the passion fade immediately after intimacy? Does he seem to enjoy the game more than you? These are red flags that his desire is more about power than connection. But here's where your power comes in. When you recognize a man seeking control, you don't have to play his game. You can remain grounded, confident, and emotionally self-sufficient. You start setting boundaries, valuing your energy, and refusing to equate charm with commitment. A man who's only in it for power will eventually retreat because he realizes he can't manipulate someone who is self-assured and aware. And that's the beauty of understanding this hidden reason. You stop being caught in the thrill of the chase. You start observing, you start discerning. And the men who remain, they are the ones seeking connection, not validation, not control. They want to show up fully, not just play the game. Remember, being pursued feels good, but being valued feels unforgettable. A man who seeks power will always measure his success in conquest. But a man who seeks connection measures it in intimacy, trust, and mutual respect. And once you can see the difference, you never settle for anything less than someone who chooses you, not the ego boost he gets from winning. Because passion is exciting, but only respect and emotional depth make desire last. Now, let's talk about the reason that is the most rare, the most beautiful, and the one that actually lasts men who have sex with a woman because they want to feel truly connected. This isn't about conquest, escape, or validation. This isn't about ego or distraction. This is about intimacy in its purest form, the kind that lingers long after the lights go out, the kind that makes him remember you in ways that go beyond the physical. For a man like this, your presence alone is magnetic. He doesn't just crave your body, he craves the energy you bring into the room, the way you make him feel safe enough to be vulnerable. He wants to be close, not to prove anything, not to escape anything, but because with you, he can finally breathe. With you, he can finally feel like he belongs. Think about those moments when a man's touch lingers, not out of lust, but out of care, when his gaze holds yours longer than necessary, when he listens to your words, really listens, and his responses show understanding, not just interest. That's connection, that's intimacy, that starts in the heart and travels through the body. It's why some nights with a man feel electric yet tender, because for him, you're not just a woman to desire, you're someone to trust, someone to share his true self with. And here's the thing, most women don't realize, This kind of connection doesn't happen instantly. It develops slowly through small gestures, shared vulnerability, and authentic presence. Men who are capable of this type of intimacy won't just jump into sex for a thrill. They'll move deliberately, emotionally, and with intent. Every touch, every whisper, every moment becomes a language between you, one that communicates trust, safety, and desire all at once. When you meet a man who wants this, you feel it. You feel it in the depth of his eyes, the warmth of his hands, the way he cherishes not just your body, but your mind and your energy. And that's why this connection is so unforgettable, because it touches something far beyond the surface. It makes you feel seen, understood, and valued in a way that fleeting passion never could. Here's your power as a woman, recognizing this connection and nurturing it without losing your own sense of self. Don't settle for intensity without depth. Don't mistake temporary chemistry for emotional truth. When a man shows that he wants to connect with you fully, heart, mind, and body, respond in a way that honors that intimacy. Slow down, be present, and let yourself be seen too. Because true connection is reciprocal. It's about giving and receiving, trusting and being trusted. And the reward, it's not just an unforgettable night. It's the beginning of a bond that lingers. It's the kind of intimacy that makes him come back, not out of desire alone, but out of love, respect, and deep appreciation. A man who seeks connection will choose you, not because he needs to feel powerful or wanted, but because with you, he has found home. So remember this, passion fades, desire fluctuates, and even validation can be temporary. But connection, true emotional connection, that's what transforms intimacy into something timeless, something sacred, something that makes both of you feel fully alive. So now that you know the 4 hidden reasons men will have sex with you: to feel desired, to escape emotional emptiness, to build power, or to feel truly connected, here's the most important takeaway. Understanding why a man wants intimacy changes everything. It shifts the power back to you. It allows you to see beyond chemistry and desire, to recognize the difference between passion that fades and connection that lasts. Remember, not every man who touches you is ready to hold your heart. Some are chasing validation, some are running from themselves, some are proving their ego, and some are genuinely seeking a bond that goes deeper than the physical. The key is knowing the signs, protecting your energy, and trusting yourself to recognize true intention. Your presence, your energy, and your worth are not things to be earned lightly. They are powerful tools. When you honor them, you attract men who are capable of seeing and valuing the real you, not just the version they desire in the moment. The right man will move slower, connect deeper, and choose you because of your mind, your heart, and your soul, not just your body. So take this knowledge and use it to become unapologetically powerful in your relationships. Notice the motives behind desire. Trust your instincts. Set boundaries that protect your heart. And never settle for someone who isn't ready to meet you where you truly are. If this video helped you understand men on a deeper level, share it with a friend who needs this insight. Comment below with which point surprised you the most, and subscribe for more tips on attraction, relationships, and emotional intelligence. Because the ultimate power isn't in being wanted, it's in being truly valued. And that, my friend, is where lasting connection begins.